Cowboys ranked 19th. Too low, too high? Where you at?
Just about right. last week, hold on, wait a minute, Skip Bayless. You want them to be what, in the top 10 after one win?
Is it my turn?
No, it's not your turn.
Like, wait,
when you stop saying, we'll stop. We'll talk about, 19. 19? Yes, because they're average. 3 and 3 say you're 500.
19 didn't even average.
It's slightly above average.
Slightly below average.
No, it's slightly above average, Skip Bayless. But look, you won one game. That's what you won. You won one game, and it was the perfect storm. And the thing is that you got a team in the Jags that Leonard Fournette's not there, so they didn't run the ball like they normally could. And Blake Bortles. Like I said, if Blake Bortles is the answer to any football-related question, you need to ask a different question. So we're there. That's where we are with Blake Bortles. We know what he is. We also know what he isn't. But this was the perfect storm for the Cowboys, Skip, because they were able to get a lead. They put Blake Bortles in a situation where they knew he had to throw the football, and they got an opportunity to eat. But it also served the Cowboys very well because they got the lead, and now they got an opportunity to throw the ball on their terms. They could throw the ball on first down if they wanted to. They could throw the ball on second or third down. But when they threw it on third down, for the most part, it was manageable down and distance. So when you do that, when you get to throw on your terms and you don't let the defense dictate when you throw the football, you're going to be in a better situation. So I'm going to give the Cowboys credit. They're 3 and 3. They scored 40 points. Even with that 40-point outburst, home team, they still 27.
Home team?
Yeah. We the home team.
I know.
You the visitors. So you already know what you up against when you come up in here, Skip Bayless. So I don't know why you acting like this.
I'm a visitor on my own show.
Yeah. And I told you, and don't do what you did this morning.
What?
You know what you did.
I don't
that
know.
was a commercial. You don't beat me here.
I know. Me too.
Well,
threw us off.
Had a traffic issue.
Yeah, you felt, I'm like, whoa, I thought I was in the wrong place.
Well, it's a long story.
Preparing early. Okay, good.
So, you're saying that what happened Sunday at Jerry World was a fluke. You're saying it was an aberration.
Yes.
You're saying it was a 1,000,000-to-1 shot where it was a harmonic convergence of all the right forces came together. Blake Bortles, wrong place, no Leonard Fournette, right? Yeah. And it just flukishly happened, and you're saying it will not happen again. The
40 points, I do not believe will happen again.
Well, how many teams score 40 in a game, right?
Oh, no, what you going to do at the drop of a hat?
Who?
Kansas City.
Oh, I don't know.
The Rams.
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Not that often.
Kansas City. I mean, not Kansas City. New England. They get the high 30s like it's nothing.
Yeah, well, that's because they got.
Oh, okay. Say it again. Oh, no, don't say it under your breath. What did you say?
They have the quarterback.
No. Don't say it up under your breath.
I didn't. Well, I mean, okay. So here's what I saw on Sunday. I saw the Dallas Cowboys score 40 points against the #1 ranked coming into the game defense in the National Football League. And I saw them do it without forcing turnovers, because sometimes it can be an aberration, it can be a fluke. If in the first half the visiting team turns it over 6 times, and 2 of them are pick sixes. But that didn't happen because it was 24-0 at halftime. No turnovers forced, 0 turnovers forced. The turnovers came when Jacksonville had 2. The score was 27-7 and 30-7 when the 2 turnovers were forced by my defense. So what happened in the first half? The Dak attack was back. And again, if you unleash this quarterback and you let him use his legs as well as his arm, not good things, but great things will start happening, because all of a sudden that will unleash 21 to have many more running lanes than he usually has when they just pack it in with 9 men in the box, because they don't respect Dak's arm and his ability to drop straight back in the pocket and plant and throw to a collection of #3 receivers and no tight end.
Should they respect Dak's arm?
Again, if you have to respect his legs, good things are going to start happening. So now the Redskins are going to have to respect his legs, because what happened in the first half? The Dak attack drove it 51 yards in 9 plays, and then 48 yards in 7, and then 84 in 9, and then 78 in 16 plays. Those are the 4 drives that made it 24-0. That's against the #1 ranked defense. You could say it was overrated, blah, 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 blah.
You know
but I don't know that. I think they're really good. And I think my offense showed you again and again, 4 straight times it showed you it can just drive the ball right down the throat of the best defense in pro football.
Why didn't they do that against the Texans?
Because they didn't unleash the quarterback. I told you got to let him run. You got to let him run read option. You got to roll him out. You got to bootleg him. You got to run some quarterback draws. You have to let him be mobile and create on the run. He throws it better on the run than when he sits in the pocket. And they finally unleashed Cole Beasley, too, because Cole Beasley's pretty good. He's closer to being a #2 receiver. And then the other thing that just keeps on happening very quietly under the radar is this defense has risen to #2 in the league, the Cowboy defense, in points allowed. Now, that's pretty good.
That's a winning formula. You can win with that.
You can, because you can really run the ball if the quarterback also runs it, and you can really play defense. And so I go on eye test, and these power rankings just go on records. They just kind of look at the records and they say, well, 3-2 is better than 3-3.
No,
so
that's not how they do it.
Up at 11th, Cowboys at 19th. The Cowboys are better than the Redskins.
Well, we're going to find out.
We're going to see it. We're going to see it at Washington.
But Skip, you basing everything on one game. In the first 5 games, the
Things
Dallas
happen. The season evolves.
Okay, well,
all
let's
of a sudden, my team took off. I told you.
How? After
Monday,
one game?
it was a rocket launch.
Well, hold on.
It came together on both sides of the ball. Came together.
So in other words, the Cowboys, they took off. So in the first mile of the marathon, they're leading. But you still got a ways to go, Skip Bayless.
Okay, so they lost 3 close road games in which the quarterback was shackled every game. He was forced to just stand there and wait for somebody to separate who couldn't separate. And it was painful, and it was tedious, and it was excruciating for me to watch. And then all of a sudden, he gets freed, and what happened? They scored 40 points.
Well,
that's no fluke.
Well, how about this here? If you're gonna tell me right now the Cowboys will run the ball 42 times, they'll have 206 rushing yards. Okay, I'll say okay. Now you might be onto something. But how about
we're on to something?
Can we be honest? Can we talk about the Jags? Maybe we just wanted to impose what they did last year and bring it into this season. Well, maybe they're not the same
Guess
team.
what I saw at Jacksonville just about 4 weeks ago? I saw Blake Bortles throw for 373 against Bill Belichick's defense.
And I watched him
373.
And I watched him score. Him score 6 points against the Tennessee Titans, who got shut out against the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah. Did that not happen?
But Tennessee plays defense. They're pretty good on defense.
Skip. Jacksonville scored 6. Did you see him against Kansas City? Blake Bortles how many turnovers did he have, Skip?
Well, we know how much you love Bill Belichick. So 373, 31 points.
So in other words, in the past 4 or 5 weeks, we saw 2 outliers. We saw Blake Bortles throw for almost 400 yards against the Patriots, and we saw the Cowboys score 40 points.
Outliers,
anomalies.
I'm just calling you a liar, period.
Okay,
liar, period.
We're going to see.
You're not even an outlier. You're just an LIAR, and you're doing LIER.
How many more times do you expect the Cowboys to score 40?
Probably none. Seriously.
What the hell are we talking about?
But they just showed you their capability. They don't need to score 40. How many times do you think anybody's going to score 40 on them? Want to bet on that?
No, Skip. I'm not saying anything about their defense.
Can they score 30? Yeah, they can score 30.
That's the #2 scoring
Teams
defense.
don't score 40. I don't have the stat in front of me. How many times have teams gone over 40 this year?
More than all of last year.
I don't know.
At least a handful.
Yeah, more than all of last year.
I mean, what, 5?
Skip, do you realize how much 40 points is?
I do, because I watched my team scored. I watched my team score 24 in the first half. That's on the way to 48.
That's what an outlier is.
Oh.
You just called me a liar, and now you're admitting that it was an outlier.
You're an in-liar.
But now you want to say, oh, they're going to do it. Okay, that's what an outlier is. That's what an anomaly is.
So I'm looking at this list, and I'm thinking, okay, I know these teams beat Dallas, but Dallas is better than the Texans.
No, they're not.
Better than the Seahawks.
No, they're not.
Better than Carolina.
No, they're
Carolina's
not.
going the wrong way. They're starting to fade, Okay.
Yeah, it's only been 6 games.
Then how about this? The Bears and the Dolphins are ranked above Dallas. They're not better than the Cowboys. Skip, they're not better. And I go all the way to 11th. And what you ask me where they should rank? Right now, I'll give Cowboys the 11th best team in pro football. They should replace the Redskins at 11.
You know what?
That's what I saw.
Skip, you like how we used to do when we were growing up. Okay, we beat that team beat this team, so we should be able to beat them also. No, that's not how it works.
Things change.
Okay.
So you have to sit back and say, what do your eyes tell you? What did your eyes tell you? I know what they were telling you on Sunday. They were telling you, I'm in trouble.
Blake Bortles is a mess. That Blake Bortles it should be in a landfill because he's trash. That's what.
And you also say that check down Alex is trash.
I've said he's not better than First Cousins.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've said.
Okay.
Now, again, see you. I don't want to pick Washington, but you might force me.
Force you? Okay.
But I want Philly. I want all that Philly smoke.
Okay, well,
I want all that Philly smoke.
I want it too. And you realize it's a 16-game season, and we're just getting going.
Well, then why you all hyped after one game?
Because my team, it took 5 games for it to take off, and then rocket launched.
All they did was cut the engine on it. They ain't left for anywhere. They hadn't left. They hadn't even pushed back. You know how plane go. You got to push back. They fire the plane up, and then the jetway goes away, and then they push back. You guys hadn't even pushed back. They just cut the plane on.
My plane just took off right through your psyche. That's what happened. And you're losing sleep over it.
I promise. I slept really good. I got 6.5 hours last night.
You're trying to dismiss it as aberration, fluke. Nope.
Outlier.
No.
Yes. No. I went to bed at 8:29 last night.
Did you really?
Yes.
You post on Instagram?
No, I ain't post. My IG is down right now.
Oh, really?
It's down right now.
What's
happened?
Wrong with
it? I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Too many photos?
Did they take it away from you?
Take it for what?
I don't know.
No. Huh? They told me to tell you thirsty.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, what does that mean?
Desperate, posting pictures.
Really?
They said you was taking pictures of the billboard out there. Why were you out there parked at 2 o'clock in the morning taking pictures in front of Fox Lot? Yeah!
Selfie?
Yeah, you!
Who told you that?
Don't worry about who told me.
You have been busy on social media. The dancing, the Cowboys.
You know that? 2 o'clock in the morning, he's out front taking pictures.
Where's the Fox Studio sign?
You've been coming here.
Thirsty?
You've been coming here for the last 3 years. It ain't changed. They did no renovation.
What has happened here is I've exposed somebody across from me as full of phony baloney.
Hold on,
because he was posting way before me, and now I'm saying, nope, you're not all that. I'm this.
What do you mean you're all this?
You know exactly what I mean.
No, I choose not to be thirsty.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, wait. You know what? You are actually the thirstiest person I have ever known on social media, ever. And I've worked with a whole bunch of players. Nope. Nobody's as thirsty as you are. You're all time.
Maybe there's a